Hello, survivors. Welcome to Stoetry today. In courtrooms, we're taught to trust the seal, the gavels, the robes, the promise of what's real. Because the courthouse is supposed to be the place where truth is written and justice has a face. But what if the very people guarding the records were the ones rewriting them? What if an asset research search meant to locate rightful heirs became the map for a quiet heist stretching across the nation? From Kentucky to Alabama, through the vaults of New York and the plains of Oklahoma, even reaching an apartment complex in Texas worth $17.1 million. This is the tale of the ledger of stolen deeds. Behind the bench where gavels fall, where justice echoes through the hall, sat keepers of the records old, guardians sworn to truth and code. They handled files with practical grace, of land and homes in every place, of heirs unknown and fortunes sealed, of dormant wealth yet unrevealed. Through asset research day and night, they trace forgotten owners' rights, old properties lost through time's slow tide, waiting for rightful hands to guide. But greed can bloom where trust resides, a shadow growing deep inside. One clerk leaned close to dusty names, tracing deeds like secret games. Another studied family trees through probate maps and registries. And slowly there the whispers grew. What if the claim belonged to you? For who would know if papers changed, if signatures were rearranged, if heirs were lost in legal fog, or notices buried deep in log? A house in Kentucky quietly moved, transferred where no one was proved. A parcel deep in Alabama land, shifted beneath a hidden hand. In New York deeds were traced, then altered lines were interlaced. Through Oklahoma plains so wide, another title quietly died. Each paper change, each solid stroke, another change of theft awoke. But the crown jewel of the silent game was wealth that dwarfed the rest in name. An apartment complex tall and grand, waiting deep in Texas land. 17 million resting still, a fortune locked inside a will. The record showed forgotten ties, a gap between the living and the odds. And there they saw their perfect chance to make the law itself their lance. A filing here, a document there, a signature floating empty in air. The courthouse seal pressed down with care, a kingdom moved without a prayer. But paper lies cannot outlive the echoes that the records give. For deeds remember where they've been, and truth survives beneath the skin. A ledger somewhere held the thread of every home the shadow fed, a map of states, a cricket chain of property claimed through silent gain. From Kentucky hills to Alabama clay, through New York towers gray, across Oklahoma winds that roam, to Texas where fortunes sleep in stone. The web stretched wide through legal ink, a heist so quiet none would think, until one day the questions came, a missing deed, a borrowed name. Because even courts built tall and proud cannot forever hide a shroud, for justice carved in marble walls still hears the truth when conscience calls. Somewhere in the halls today, old records whispered, and they say that the greatest thieves may never break a lock or wear a mask. Sometimes they sit behind a desk, holding a stamp and a stack of deeds.